Throughout the summer, Democrats cruelly blocked COVID relief legislation in an effort to advance their extreme left-wing agenda and influence the election. Then, a few months ago, Congress started negotiations on a new package to get urgently needed help to the American people. It's taken forever. However, the bill they are now planning to send back to my desk is much different than anticipated. It really is a disgrace. For example, among the more than 5,000 pages in this bill, which nobody in Congress has read because of its length and complexity, it's called the COVID Relief Bill, but it has almost nothing to do with COVID. This bill contains $85.5 million for assistance to Cambodia, $134 million to Burma, $1.3 billion for Egypt and the Egyptian military, which will go out and buy almost exclusively Russian military equipment, $25 million for democracy and gender programs in Pakistan, $505 million to Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama, $40 million for the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., which is not even open for business, $1 billion for the Smithsonian, and an additional $154 million for the National Gallery of Art. Likewise, these facilities are essentially not open. $7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico, a provision to promote the breeding of fish in federal hatcheries, $3 million in poultry production technology, $2 million to research the impact of down trees, $566 million for construction projects at the FBI. The bill also allows stimulus checks for the family members of illegal aliens, allowing them to get up to $1,800 each. This is far more than the Americans are given. Despite all of this wasteful spending and much more, the $900 billion package provides hardworking taxpayers with only $600 each in relief payments. And not enough money is given to small businesses, and in particular restaurants, whose owners have suffered so grievously. They were only given a deduction for others to use in business their restaurant for 2 years. This 2-year period must be withdrawn, which will allow the owners to obtain financing and get their restaurants back in condition. Congress can terminate it at a much later date, but 2 years is not acceptable. It's not enough. Congress found plenty of money for foreign countries, lobbyists, and special interests, while sending the bare minimum to the American people who need it. It wasn't their fault. It was China's fault, not their fault. I am asking Congress to amend this bill and increase the ridiculously low $600 to $2,000 or $4,000 for a couple. I am also asking Congress to immediately get rid of the wasteful and unnecessary items from this legislation and to send me a suitable bill, or else the next administration will have to deliver a COVID relief package, and maybe that administration will be me, and we will get it done. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher Stock Channel. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, guys, of course, I normally go over the funny article first, but like I advise all the time, anything the New World Order does is already planned out. Now we have Trump doing what? Fighting for the people. Instead of the $600, he says, I'm not going to sign that. I need those checks to be $2,000 per person. fighting for the people, leaving out only a few days left, fighting for the people. Now, he went over all the crazy things that are in that bill. Now, guys, we know every bill that goes through Congress has crazy things in it. But to actually have your president list the things that are in that bill, it is shocking to the American people. So, guys, he's going to leave on top. And when he comes back in 2025, remember the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, basically, we're going to go over the actual stocks. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. Now, guys, we have the NASDAQ hit record highs, and what is the article blaming on? Remember, all your media is controlled. It says the package. Now, guys, we know the Dow has been down. The S&P has been down. So we know it's definitely not the package. Don't forget that all stocks ran nothing but an algorithm. We know the Fed is pumping all stocks. But what got the pump today? Of course, the EV stocks, guys. Remember, I told you you're going to be pumping and dumping these stocks. Because majority of them haven't made not one item yet, guys. And they're worth billions of dollars in market caps. So a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money because they're chasing money and not looking at the fundamentals. And that's why on this channel, I give you the reason why it's pumping. Of course, the Fed is trying to move us over into the fourth industrial revolution. But a lot of these stocks are going to fall by the wayside. So guys, make sure you're doing your research. So we have Apple comes out. Now, guys, we know this is rumored all the time that could come out with its own Apple Card. Does Apple have the money to do it? Yes, but it has no infrastructure to do it. We know what it takes to have a car company. And guys, we can see that in Tesla. Tesla is a wonderful car, but the manufacturing is horrible. And we know that. We hear it all the time. They're trying to do anything they can do in order to decrease demand. But the fact is that the EV stocks, guys, were pumping. So we had LiDAR. Also, guys, we have QuantumScape that went crazy. Now, who's behind QuantumScape, guys? That's right, your good old Bill Gates, guys. The Fed is going to pump those stocks, guys. But the fact is that are these stocks going to take a hit? So, guys, let's make sure that we get in and dig in. We know these stocks are going to take the biggest hit when it happens. But we know the New World Order stocks that we need to go right back in to invest in. So therefore, we can ride it back up. All these tech stocks are going to take a big hit. We know the Fed got rid of Volcker. They also got rid of some of the lending facilities. They also got rid of the safety net for the actual banks. So guys, we're not going to have any safety net when this crash happens. There's nothing to save you this time. So you have to make sure that you are strategic when you're investing. So right now, you either want to be a day trader or you want to get on the defensive. So right now, guys, the defensive stocks, of course, is your energy stocks. Also, we know right now, the holidays are here. So holiday stocks are going to pump. So we have Walmart, Target, Lowe's, Home Depot, Amazon, UPS, FedEx, Pinterest, and then also, guys, a lot of the at-home stocks, because we know the winter time is just going to get colder. So we know more and more stocks are going to be at home, exercising like Peloton. Those stocks are going to keep rising. Some of those are expensive, but the fact is they're going to keep rising just because it's wintertime. But also, guys, your cannabis stocks, we know that in 2021, we know regulation is freeing up. We know it's going to happen. Cannabis stocks, guys, are very, very cheap. I'm telling you, it's going to be a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We know where this is headed. Same thing with your EV stocks, your charging stations. Let them come down, invest. And remember, guys, this is an investment for 2, 3, 4, and 5 years down the road. This is not something to day trade. This is something that you take that pile, put it away because you know what's going to happen. So that's just like stocks that you look at. I always give the example, Nike. So guys, you have to put that aside. Amazon, you know these stocks are going to blast off and they're not going to go anywhere for 5 and 10 years. Plus, guys, we know that gambling is going to be a big thing. We know sports are going to come back. Online gaming is going to be crazy. Plus, your regular games, your Xbox, your PlayStation, all those games is going to go through the roof. Virtual reality is going to go through the roof. So, the only thing you have to do is remember fourth industrial revolution financially, guys, and you're going to be straight. I'm telling you, you're going to be fine. Now, make sure we are looking at the indicators. If you are taking advantage of the dumps and pumps, guys, we have the VIX, we have the dollar, and then plus we have yield rates. Yield rates are very, very important because you can see the Fed manipulating those. So make sure you look at that. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget to check out the Crypto Teacher channel. That's my main channel. So therefore, you can learn the new crypto economy and blockchain. Plus, like, subscribe, and then also this channel, guys, like and subscribe and spread everywhere. Y'all have a wonderful day.